gonna learn hairs, and I'm gonna learn that from the best, hence Chinese artist from the app Redbook. So as I entered, I am greeted by these man who wants some foreign friends. So if anybody of you interested, there are many other creators I actually know. I mean, I know they came here after the TikTok was banned. But anyways, I'm gonna search here how to draw hairs. Yeah. And let's see. Oh, this one looks really good. I think we got the first tutorial we're gonna follow. So to stay authentic, I drew the hairs with a light pen, this one, and then I'm gonna try to pick a perfect color for the base because that's important. I always like to get my base perfect. And now they're actually using a darker color and then adding the shadows here in the down. I mean, this type of shadow is only possible when the light is coming from the top, and after that they are adding this fadish look. Like, I really love when they add this fade look. I don't know, it just makes the drawing so good. Now I'm just gonna try to get that shape right because I think the shape is very important and I'm not good at getting the right shape. Well, I think I did really good here. I'm just gonna add some more shadows now because I'm an artist. I can modify the things however I like. And now I'm adding a really light blue color on the back, just to give that faddish look. I really love that. I already said that, but I'm gonna say it again. And if you are curious, I'm using the same pencil pen for everything, for the sketch, for coloring, for shadows, everything. And right now I'm using a little bit saturated color for the front. I really don't know what that's gonna do, but hey, I'm here for the aesthetic. Okay, now let's see what they're doing. And alright, so I mean, they are adding this border, like more darker color for the border, and then added the highlight. Okay, that looks so good. And now they are, I think, defining the hair strands, just adding the outlines. Alright, I'm also gonna do that. I'm just gonna add the border here, and you know what, right now it looks like a flower petals. Like, is it just me? But it looks like a flower petal. And then I'm also blending out the borders because they actually did that in original. And also I think it just gives it more cohesive. I cannot find a right word for this. I mean, it just looks good. Okay, I am here for the aesthetic. Like, give me that. And now I'm just adding in more touch-ups, and now look at that, it looks so good. Oh my gosh, like, it's a flower. Seriously, it looks like a flower. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like a flower and I'm here for it. Now I'm gonna add those juicy highlights because trust me, highlight saves everything. Never forget to add highlights, you all. And now I'm just gonna define the hair strands using a darker color and in the background a black color. Now look at that, it looks so good. I'm so happy how it turned out. You know what, let's rate it. So tutorial was 10 out of 10. I loved it, everything was very well explained. I mean, it was really big tutorial, but hey, I'm not complaining. Okay, they explained it well, and overall it's really pretty. 9 out of 10. I mean, it looks so good. Now this is the second hair tutorial. I used to be obsessed with this type of hairs and I really wanted to learn, but I never really got a video which can explain me how step by step it's drawn, and I finally found it. I'm so happy. Now let's just see. Okay, so they actually they are not using a pencil or anything, a previous sketch. I think they are just free-handed everything, and then they're adding some details. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my, it's so pretty. If I can pull this off, I am gonna declare myself the best artist. I don't care. So I got this pretty bold head here, and I'm gonna freehand everything. I'm just gonna use a really hard pen, and I'm just gonna trust the process because seriously, I do not trust myself. Also, without sketch, drawing hair without sketch, are you serious? How can I pull that off? But seriously, I'm just gonna try. Okay, you never know if you don't never try. So this is how it's looking, and I think it's looking fine. I think I would have just done better if I didn't free-handed everything. Now I'm just gonna add these strands, these more shadows. So I actually used this screenshot here because seriously I feel like I was just making a mess. As you can see, everything is not very messy here in the reference, but the way I drew it, it's really not that good. Seriously, I was starting to question myself if I can even pull this off, but hey, you just gotta try, and also I know I can never get this right in the first try, so I think it's fine. I'll let it pass this time. Now I'm adding some more shadows, and now the highlights. Seriously, I was waiting to add the highlights because I know the highlights are gonna save. And now look at this, I actually did some extra things, as you can see, and I think it's looking good. It's looking good, okay? It's not as disastrous as I thought. It's looking good, so I'm gonna give myself that. Now tutorial, I mean, the tutorial was not that detailed, but hey, I still understood, so I think I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10 because it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I would have appreciated more details, and overall it's 9. Okay, it's 9 out of 10. I mean, it's looking good. Okay, I'm not gonna complain, it's looking good. It's just me problem, I wasn't able to pull this off very nicely, but yeah, it's cute. So this is the last tutorial, and you know what, seriously, if I was able to pull this off, I am gonna use this tutorial in every drawing. I really love the way they drew the hair. It's not very complicated, it's simple and it's sweet, and I don't know, it's very typical anime type of hair, but listen, I love anime style, okay? And also this hair looks so good, so I really want to pull this off like I really do. So I hope I can do that. Right now the hair they are drawing, I really have to draw the same type of hairs in the sketch mode, because I think when your hairs have more dimensions, more curls, and some more here and there thing, like you can see in this one, I think that makes putting shadows more easy. You can actually easily put the shadows if your hairs are not just straight. Like, where are you gonna put shadows if your hairs are just straight? Seriously. So I think this really is important to draw the hairs like she or he drew here. So that's gonna be the hardest thing, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna try to pull that off, and then after that, as you can see, it's really easy to add the shadows here if you know from where the light is coming. So yeah, you know what, yeah, you can just see that I'm gonna try to pull this off, seriously. So as you can see, I tried to draw the hairs as in the tutorial, and now I'm gonna get a little saturated grayish tone for the base color, because I think that's gonna help a lot. And seriously, if you ask me, base color is really important. I mean, that's what I believe. And now I'm gonna add the shadows. Not gonna lie, adding the shadows was not that difficult here, but still I wasn't really able to add the shadows how she or he actually added in the tutorial. Well, here's how it is looking after adding all the shadows. Now I'm just putting in more detail. I'm just trying to make it more accurate, like the tutorial, because I don't think it's really looking that correct or accurate, but hey, I mean, I tried my best. Okay, I'm just adding some more details here. I think it's looking fine. What do you think? I think it's looking fine, but I think I'm also gonna try to draw this again. And now I will actually add some highlights, because highlights gonna save everything. So yeah, I hope it will save this as well. So just adding the highlights, and here's the finished result. I think it's looking good. It's not bad, okay? It's looking good, better than I expected. Now I'm gonna rate the tutorial a 9 out of 10. I think yeah, tutorial was good, and overall it's a 10 out of 10, because seriously, even if I wasn't able to pull that off very nicely, but it's looking good. It's looking good.